what you would like to be asked by an interviewer? Like something that people never ask you that you would like to say and you never had the opportunity. It's a difficult one.
No, you know, I think I've been asked everything. Ridiculous questions, stupid questions, you know, because you get interviewed so many times that it starts to become like a script. You know, you start to go, yes, no, the same answers all the time. Because some of them are not very inventive. And that's probably what your question is about, is what would you really like to say? Exactly. You know what I mean? And what is the meaning of life? You know, that kind of thing. You know, fishy.
What is the meaning of life?
I don't know, you know what I mean? I think it's to be lived. You know, I don't think there's any real, the purpose is to try to contribute to the world, you know, that you live in, and maybe leave a mark somewhere, even how big or small, you know, just contribute and not just be like sort of wasted flesh here. You know, and some people they just take and never give. So I think maybe for me, that's it. You know, it's as much as I can think of. But that's kind of heavy, you know. Otherwise, my favorite color is black, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no doubt about it, right? And you guys would like to say something
Well, I mean,
that has never been asked.
well, with me, you know,
What's your size?
it would be like the doorway question to going on to things about spirituality and politics and things like that. And I don't mix that too much with my music and my views, because everybody has those views, and you know, sometimes people, if they don't tend to agree with your views, they find them offensive, you know. But you know, I try to share that side of me in my music, maybe with just my outlook and my lyrics and things like that. As far as, you know, music, you know, I mean, as far as like what I like to share about myself is, I just try to be, you know, down to earth and contribute to the world, you know, joy, you know, through music, and make a good spirit with music, and keep it light and keep it fun, you know, because time is short. And you know, like you said, you listen to music all the time. I mean, music motivates, music heals, music is you know, the same force in my life. You know, my wife, who's sitting back there, she could attest that, you know, I spend a lot of time working in music and playing music, and so, you know, I just like to share that side too, you know, that life's too short for all the other grief, and let music be what it was intended to be, you know.
Okay. Garry?
Yeah, I think exactly what Joe just said as well, is that like Joe's a guitarist before he was a singer, right? So if we ignore the singing side and say that we're all individual players, right? Normally the questions you get asked are always about, hey man, what heads do you use and what gauge string? You know, they want to know about the instruments. And I think one of the we all share the same views that if you're being asked questions about how you got there, how were we able to do this, how does somebody else get a chance to do this, and you know, music is inspirational and motivational. But a lot of people never get the opportunity to find out how something's done. They all hear these people, you know, who can play a million miles an hour and everything, and then say, see you later, thanks, bye. And I'd like to mention, and I spoke to Joe about this the other day, I found an interview that you did on the radio, on a telephone interview, and I actually put it up online because the main section of the interview wasn't about music, it wasn't about who he's played for, who he's sung with, what gauge strings he likes, and blah, 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 blah for all the music heads. It was about his dad, right? And how his dad was able to put him in line to do what he's doing now and be able to do that. And we're all very family-oriented, you know. Joe knows my mom, you know, and so on. And we're all family-oriented. And I think that if more people ask questions about how we do something, yeah, and because we've been all kicked in the teeth so many times, it's not even funny, you know. But we keep, yeah, we keep getting up there, and one way or another trying to do what we're passionate about. And kids, especially students and that, music students, academic students and that, they aspire to what they see on television. And when I listened to Joe's interview, you know, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. You know, we have a chance to be able to give the next generation of people a chance to say, you know what, I could do that as well. It's not all going to go wrong. Lots of it's going to go wrong, but we can still get out there and do it. And that's why Joe's still doing it. Because that's the message that he gives out. And if more people ask those kinds of questions, I think there would be, a greater idea to how this comes together. And we use the term now, and we've used it lots of times. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And the reason everybody isn't doing it is because it's not easy. It's hard work. And, they're the kind of questions that if you get asked that, you could talk about it for hours, so.
Thank God I asked that question.
Yeah.
It's not interviews going like the same thing of all the others. Okay, let Bruno speak and I'll...
Bom, subvertendo um pouco a sua questão, eu gostaria de falar sobre não necessariamente uma pergunta que eu gostaria que direcionasse a mim, mas uma pergunta que constantemente direciona a mim, que eu gostaria que, de repente, pudessem ter uma outra forma de olhar a questão, que é algo que eu acredito que o Beto também tenha passado por isso aqui no Brasil, como músicos brasileiros. Constantemente as pessoas chegam para mim e perguntam: mas como você brasileiro toca com esses gringos e tal, não sei o quê, como se fosse algo que tivesse que ser extraordinário, e não necessariamente é assim. A gente fez um show recente e até a gente riu bastante que eu recebi, depois do show recebi um elogio, uma pessoa chegou para mim: nossa, você toca muito bem, parecia quase um americano. E, não precisa ser americano ou inglês para fazer o meu trabalho. Se você se dedica, faz com honestidade, faz com a sua alma, com o seu coração mesmo, você deixar sempre as portas abertas, a questão vai estar aí. Não é o problema você ser brasileiro, você ser, entendeu? A nacionalidade não. O que importa, eu acho que as pessoas muitas vezes perguntam motivadas por curiosidade e tudo mais, o que não deixa de ser válido, mas é uma coisa, às vezes parece como se fosse um tabu, porque é a visão de que o estrangeiro é sempre o melhor. E não necessariamente é a questão, entendeu?
Entendi. Muito legal.